Morning. This morning and this week we're going to be working with number bonds and fact families. Now, we've talked about number bonds earlier in the week, and we know that a number bond looks like this. There's two circles on the bottom, one on top. And it doesn't matter which way those circles go. If I wanted to, I could have the one circle on the bottom and two circles on top. It doesn't really matter what direction those circles are going as long as you have one and then two. So this is what we call a number bond. We can also use what we call a bar model. It's the same thing. When we use those number bonds, we can spin numbers around to make our fact family sentences. So let's go ahead and I'm going to write up fact family. And we're going to build a fact family. We can also use our number bonds to find the missing number when we're having story problems, which we're going to have a little later on this week. So number bonds, if you want to think of number bonds, you think of, you've got two parts and one whole. Two parts and one whole. Now what we've learned so far is the two parts you can add together. And it doesn't matter what number goes first. It doesn't matter if you start with this number first or this number first. We just know these two parts we need to add together to get our whole. So if we're looking at our whole, and we're starting with the whole, and we minus, we take away one of the parts. And what's left is the other part. So that would be our subtraction sentence. So we talked about adding across, and when we subtract, we go down. Okay? So if we're looking over at this number, we have 20 minus 12. Well, I have 20, that's my whole, because if I'm starting with 20 and I'm taking away, I know that number is not going to get any bigger. So 20 is the big number. I need to take away part of my number. I need to take away 12. So 20 minus 12. Well, I'm missing that part. I need to know 20 minus 12 is what? Well, I can do it by 12 plus something equals 20. So we've talked about using the counting up strategy to find that missing number. So if I have 12 and I need to know 12 plus what is going to get me to 20, I can put 12 in my head and I can count on. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm stopping at 20. So I know that my missing part is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my missing part now is going to be 8. When I build my fact family, which they've done for us, we have 20. They're starting with subtracting first. So when I'm subtracting, I'm using my whole number first, the biggest number. 20 minus 12, so we go down. 20 minus 12, what's left? 8. So 20 minus 12 equals 8. Now I need to do the other side because there's two subtraction problems and two addition problems to a fact family. So I'm going to go down this side and subtract this time. And I'm going to say 20 minus 8. So 20 minus 8 equals. Well, if I have 20 and I take my 8 part away, what part is left? My 12 part. All right. Now I'm going to do my addition sentence. Because we have two subtraction sentences, we have to start with we have to keep going till we get our two addition sentences. And we know when we have addition sentences, we use the bottom two numbers, the two parts, to get the whole. So I'm going to start with this part, 12 plus 8. 12 plus 8 equals, well, what do they equal? What's our whole if we put those together? 20. Now I can switch it around and I can start with my 8 part first. So I can say 8 plus 12 equals, well, it equals the same thing, 20. So there's my fact family for that number bond. Let's try another one. And Mrs. Limon has, oops, I erased my fact family. So Mrs. Limon has some cubes here, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Altogether, my whole is 17. Oops. So I'm going to put that, and let's use the bar model this time. We'll use both, 17. All right, now I'm just randomly going to split them into two parts. If I have this part, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, let's make it a little bit different. So let's switch them this way. Here we go. I have this part, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got a 9 part. Let's pretend I don't know what this part is. We'll put a question mark right here for now. Okay, well, I know that I'm missing that part. 17 minus 9 equals what? Well, I can also say 9 plus what equals 17 and use that counting up strategy. So I'm going to put 9 in my head, 9, 10, I'm going to stop at 17, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Now let's count and see what that other part was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My other part should be 8. So let's take a look. Here's my 9 part, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's my 9 part. Let's see if this is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I took my 17 cubes, split them into two parts, my 9 part and my 8 part. They are all the same fact family. I have my whole, my part, and my part. So now we can start writing our fact family for that. I know that if I'm subtracting, I start with my whole number first. 17 minus, if I have 17, I'm going to take my 9 part away. And so I'm taking my 9 part away. What part's left? My 8. So 17 minus 9 equals 8. Now I've got to go the other way. 17 minus 8. So 17 go down, minus 8. What's left? 9. Okay. Now we need to do our addition. So we're going to take our 2 parts, put them together, and make our whole. So I have my 9 part plus my 8 part. 9 plus 8 equals my whole. What is that? 17. I'm going to switch it around now, and I'm going to do my addition another way. I'm going to start with my 8 part, and I'm going to add my 9 part, and that gives me my whole, which is 17. So there's our fact family. Let's go through a couple of problems together, and then we're going to move on. we've already done this. We've already done this. We know that if we've got this page here, if I have that page, what is my whole? Well, I know when I'm adding, my two parts go at the bottom. So I can say 6 plus something, we don't know what that is, equals my whole, 14. What strategy can I use to count up to find that? I can use the count up strategy. So if I'm going to count up and I know my part, I'm going to start with my part, count up until I get to 14. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then I'm going to stop. What part am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm missing my 8 part. So I need to come and erase this. And I need to go ahead and put my 8 part in. Now I can finish my fact family. 6 plus 8 equals 14. I can switch it. 8 plus 6 still equals 14. 14 minus 6, what part's left? My 8. 14 minus 8, what's left? My 6. So that's all we're doing on this page here. Let's keep going. This is the same way. They're giving you your whole and your two parts. So I know my whole is 14. My two parts that I add together are 8 and 6. So when I'm adding 8, it'll be 8 plus 6 is 14. 6 plus 8 is 14. Then when I'm subtracting, I start with my whole. So 14 minus a part, 8, gives me what part's left over? My 6. All right? So that's all we're doing here. Here, we've already done it. 15, 7. 15 minus 7 equals what? I can find that out because I know 7 plus something equals 15. So I can start at 7, count up to 15 and stop and see how many there are. Here, you are going to find the equations that belong to the fact family. So you are going to have to count up and stop at 13 to find what number goes in there. Once you find it, you need to find which one matches, because not all of them are in the same fact family. Remember, if it's a fact family, you can only use the numbers here. So first we have to solve that problem. 13 minus 7, don't know, so we're going to start 7 plus something. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, let's see. 7 plus 7 equals 13. Oh, no, there's not 2 7s, so I know it can't be that one. 19 minus 6, oh, there's no number 19. It can't be that one. 6 plus 7 equals 13. Let's see. 6 plus 7. Yes, that will be it. Let's see if this other one works. 13, take away the 6 part, leaves the 7 part. That one works as well. All right, so you just need to see which parts work. There are 20 lions in the jungle. Then 9 lions walk away. How many lions are left? We're starting with our whole, aren't we? We're starting with our whole. So if I was going to do a number bond or a bar model, I have 20 lions and some are leaving, so I know it's not going to get any bigger. So my 20 goes on top. 9 walk away, but I don't know how many. So I can use my subtraction sentence I can use an addition sentence to solve it. I can start with the number 9 and count up and stop at 20. So let's start at 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's see if that's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, our missing addend is 11. So that's what we're doing here. There are 18 zebras running. 10 stop running. How many zebras are running now? Well, they're not giving us any help, so we need to figure out what the problem is and what missing information. This time we're going to use a bar model. We know a bar model is the same thing as a number bond. It just looks like a square. So I'm going to put that over here. I'm going to put my top. There's my hole. There we go. So we need to figure out, do we have both parts or do we have a hole in a part? Let's listen. There are 18 zebras running. 10 zebras stop running. How many zebras are running now? Are we adding or are we taking away? There's 18 running and then 10 stop. They want to know how many zebras are running now. So they want to know how many zebras are running after 10 stop. So I know that they're starting with 18 zebras. So they have 18 zebras all together. That would be our whole. There's 18 all together and 10 stop. So that's part. Only part of them stopped, not all of them. So 10 stopped. How many are running now? There were 18, 10 stopped. How many are still running? I can start at 10 and count up to 18. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Let's count and see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are still 8 zebras running. All right? So that's everything that we are doing in math. Your homework's going to be the same way, your virtual work, when it comes home. All right? So pay attention to the video, and I will see you your next day in school.